ultimate frisbee players. It's Kelly Barrington from Contours Personal Training, back for our third and final workout video in the series. Most of you know me as a personal trainer and a run coach. However, I am also a yoga and Pilates instructor, and I would like to take the time to change the pace up a little bit from our last two videos. We're going to work on some flexibility and range of motion techniques. I thought a deep yoga stretch class would be a really great idea because most ultimate players that I know do not stretch enough, don't get on your foam roller enough, and you certainly don't go for massages enough. So we can do some deep yoga stretching. It'll help take the edge off of any stiffness that you may have. And it's also wonderful for injury prevention. You know, no one wants to be sidelined with an injury. That sucks. And when we work on our flexibility and range of motion, we're able to run faster because our hips aren't so tight, or we'll be able to reach that much further because we have looser joints, and you'll be able to catch that disc, right? So let's take these next 30 minutes to do some deep stretching. But first, let's get in touch with our breath. So just sitting in a comfortable position, noticing your breath entering and exiting your body. Take a moment to slow it down. Let's inhale for 4, pausing at the top, and exhale for 4. It's so important to take some time and slow down and be in touch with your body again. So I want you to try and keep your breath nice and slow as we go through some of our deep stretches. Excellent. Okay. So let's start on our back. I'm going to lie down. We're going to hug both knees into our chest. Start off with a nice lower back stretch. Inhale, extend the left leg into the air, bring it down to the ground. Now take your right knee, bring it across the body into a supine twist. Opening up the arms, and your gaze or your drishti will be to the right. And each stretch, take the time to breathe. This is your dedicated stretching time. Feel this stretch in your back, your shoulder, your glutes, your TFL. Inhaling back to center, hugging both knees in again. This time extending the right leg down to the back, taking the left knee down to the right side of the body, opening up the arms, and gaze to the left this time. Such a good stretch. Remember, nice deep breaths all the way down to your belly. Inhaling back to center, low back stretch one more time. Inhaling your feet up into the air, knees bent. Happy baby pose. So just grab your feet. If you can't reach your feet, you can just grab your shins, that's okay. And we'll just take the time here to just move your legs and your hips in any way that they need right now. Babies are so flexible and plastic, it's great. And we need to keep our bodies as loose as that. Good. All right, rocking up into a seated position. Let's go into shell stretch or child's pose. This is a really nice one for the lower back. Walking the hands over to the left side. Staying low, you're going to feel a deep stretch down the right. If you have tight lats, you'll feel it here. And walking your hands over to the right side, feeling the stretch down the left. Back in the center. Let's do a stretch for our shoulders now. So coming up into outdoor position, take your right hand, slide it underneath the left, and bring your shoulder down to the ground. You're going to feel your right shoulder really stretching out here. Again, take the time to breathe deep into the stretch. Good. Then back in the center, switching arms. So now I'm going to take my left hand, slide it under the right, all the way down to the floor. And bringing it back in the center. Seeing as how we're in tabletop position or all fours, this would be a great time to do cat stretch. This really helps loosen up the spine and the back. So taking a breath in to prepare, exhale, rounding the spine up to the sky, just like a scaredy cat. And rounding the spine, lifting the head and the chest forward. Inhaling, up, back up to cat. Really take the time to move as much as you need in the stretch to find that part of your back that's really tight. And rounding the belly down, head and shoulders forward. One more time, inhaling up. And exhaling down. Good. Let's bring it into our downward dog. Everyone's favorite yoga pose, right? Well, let me tell you, if you have tight hamstrings or calves, this is going to be challenging. And especially if you just did my calf pulsing exercise, you're going to feel your calves right now. So your body's in an upside down V position. Feet are about hip width apart. Core is engaged. Feel the stretch going down the hamstrings and the calves. If you're feeling a little tight, let's walk it out. Let's walk the dog. Just alternating the heels down and bending the opposite knee. Good. Try and bring your heels a little bit further down into the mat. Going a little deeper into your downward dog. Inhale, the right leg up, three-legged dog. Exhaling down. Inhale the left leg up. Three-legged dog. Exhaling back down. So inhaling up. Exhaling down. Inhaling up. Exhaling down. Good. All right, that's enough for the dog. Come back down. Let's do some good stretches for our hips and our glutes next. So let's come into low lunge or runner's lunge. So I'm going to bring my this is my right foot forward. The knee is stacked over the ankle. My left leg is down on the ground, and I'm opening up this left hip right here. If you want to go deeper into the stretch, bring your arms up over your head. You can include your abs while you stretch your hip. That hip flexor usually gets really tight if we sit down for too long or if we run really hard. Feels so good opening up that hip. Bring your hands down to the mat. Let's transition into pigeon. So I'm going to take my front leg, bring it down to the mat. You can bend your knee as much as you need to be comfortable in this position. You definitely don't want to take any knee pain. Hands down on the mat. Bring your shoulders back and lifting up as far as you can. Feel that stretch in the hip, and now you're going to feel your glute getting involved. Exhaling, hands and head down to the mat. Focusing a little bit more on your glutes here. Quick power nap. It's okay. It's been a long day. Good. Now we're going to get our quads involved. Bending the back leg, reaching back, and pulling your foot in towards your glute as best you can. You're really going to feel your quads stretching out here, my left quad. If you can't reach your foot, you can get a strap or a towel or a belt and assist you. Now let's repeat all this on the other side. So coming up into our runner's lunge again. This time my left knee is stacked over the left ankle. My right leg is extending back so that I'm stretching the right hip. Knee can be on the mat. If you want to stay here, that's fine. If you want to deepen the stretch, inhale, bringing your arms up to the sky. Feeling that right hip opening up. Exhaling your hands down, bringing the left knee down to the mat. Again, bending the knee as much as you need to protect. You never want to take any knee pain. And settling into pigeon. So we should be feeling our right hip and our left glute here. Bringing the hands and the head down to the mat, deepening the stretch into the glute. Inhaling up, let's stretch up the quad on the other side. Reaching back. Again, if you cannot reach your foot, you can hold on to a strap or a belt and pull that foot in using the apparatus. For those of you familiar, there's also the standing version of this stretch where basically you stand up. So if this stretch is too difficult for some people, we always know this traditional quad stretch. So if that on the mat is a little bit too difficult for you, we can always stretch our quads this way. No problem, right? Good. Let's continue with some glute stretching. Let's come down into the figure four. So we're gonna lie on our back. We're gonna take our right foot, place it on the left thigh, thread the arms through the left thigh, and tuck in. You should feel your right glute stretching here. This is a really good one for the lower back, all the glute muscles, the glute maximus, the glute medius, your TFL. If you ever experience sciatica, this is another really good stretch that opens up that whole area around the sciatic nerve. We want to give each stretch at least 30 seconds. Sometimes it takes a little while for our bodies to relax and release and give in to the stretch. Stay as long as you need in each stretch. We have different parts of our body may be tighter than others due to lifestyle or habits or injury. And it's really important to respect and acknowledge what parts of your body need a little extra care. Let's switch legs. So I'm going to take my left foot, put it on my right thigh, thread through the right leg and tucking in. And so now we're going to feel that left glute opening up. Wonderful. So we did our quads and our glutes and our hips and our back and our shoulders so far. Why don't we take some more time to do our hamstrings? So let's do it's a yoga pose called Janu Sirasana, or the head to knee pose. So I'm going to tuck in my right leg, keeping the left leg straight. Lengthening through my spine. Inhale your arms up over your head. And as you exhale, come down. If you can reach your toes or your foot, that's fantastic. fantastic. If not, just reach however far you can get down. I know some people's backs are really tight. Inhaling your hands back over your head again, exhaling down. Switching legs. Left foot is tucked in towards the thigh, and my right leg is extended out. Lengthening again through the spine, imagine reaching out to the crown of the head. Inhaling your arms up, and exhale as you lower as best you can towards that foot and leg. Again, working with your range of motion, respect your body's limits. The more you practice these stretches, the deeper you'll be able to go into them. Inhaling your arms up over your head, exhaling them down. Now let's straighten both legs. Lengthening through the spine, inhaling the hands up, double leg stretch. Again, going as low as you can, respecting your body's limitations. We're all works in progress. Inhaling up. Good. Let's reposition ourselves to the long side of the mat so you can see me. And we're going to do butterfly. So bring your feet together, extending your knees out and down as best you can. It probably won't reach all the way down to the mat, and that's okay. You're going to feel a wonderful stretch here in your inner thighs, your adductor muscles. This is wonderful stretch to do, especially when we're pivoting. You know, we have the disc in our hands and we're lunging around, trying to move around the person who is guarding us. If we have flexibility in our inner thighs here, we'll really be able to reach out deep and step into a deep lunge. And you'll have a wonderful throwing opportunity, hopefully. Okay, let's take the time, let's open up the legs into a V position. We're going to do dragonfly. So legs in a nice comfortable V position. Again, lengthening through your spine. Starting with our hands in close to the body. And as you exhale, reach away from your body. Coming out as far away as you can. When you do that, give me 3 deep breaths. Inhaling, slowly bringing yourself back in the center. Good. Let's do that again. Lengthening through the spine, correct and prepare. Exhale, reaching away from your body. Nice and slow. When you reach your point of maximum reach, stay here, 3 deep breaths. And inhaling, slowly bringing the hands back and towards the body again. I'm going to go a little deeper into the stretch. You can open your legs a little bit more and reach down towards your toes. And inhaling back up. Wonderful. Let's end with my actual favorite pose. It's called the corpse pose, or Shavasana. And this is where we just get to lie down, keeping our back straight, arms open at your side, and just stopping here, feeling the weight of your body on the mat. Getting in touch with your breath again. Feel it enter and exit your body. Let's take the time to be thankful for this wonderful TUC Simulator challenge. Show some gratitude to the things that we're still able to do even under these challenging circumstances. And know that we have ultimate frisbee to look forward to again soon. Imagine you're with your teammates and you're running around in your cleats at Sunnybrook Park. I'm grateful for the days we had together and the ones I know are to come. Letting go of any tension, any feelings of resentment, and just being at peace in the moment. Whenever you feel ready, easing up into the seated position one more time. Thank you for joining me. Namaste. I hope to see you out on the field.